Hey guys, this is Shannon with Nearly Organic Noshing, and it is Saturday. Today is going to be yet another super busy day. Our week has just been absolutely insane, and my weekend is even crazier. Worked all week. We got a phone call a couple days ago that a family member who we are very close to is having to have emergency surgery. They discovered a brain tumor. And tomorrow, Trevlin and I are driving about 4 hours to run and see them before their surgery. We just both feel very strongly we need to go. It's going to be a turnaround trip. When Trevlin gets off work about 2 o'clock, I'm going to pick her up, and we are heading out of town. From her place, it'll only be about a 3-hour drive, so I'll have already cut an hour off our drive by the time I get to Trevlin at college. So family members are driving in and stuff from everywhere and meeting out of town. I'm not going to be able to stay for the actual surgery as much as I would like to, but I may be going there after the surgery and taking a little time off work to help take care of her. So things are just kind of right now. But because a lot of family is coming in, since Trevi and I are going there anyway, I am making some freezer meals so that I can at least feed the family that is going to be up there. Some home-cooked meals. I know they're going to be at the hospital a lot and are probably going to be sick of hospital food and eating out and stuff like that. So I'm going to make a few meals to drop off when we go visit, along with some desserts and some pies and stuff like that. Pecan pie, pistachio cake. I'm making Salisbury steak over rice, and then I don't know if I'm going to do a vegetable or a side. I think I'm going to make some banana nut muffins. They can throw a side or a salad or something with it. I'm sure other people are going to be dropping stuff by, so I'm just making easy rewarmable stuff. And because of the chaos that has been going on this week, every day after work, not much has been done. I harvested carrots, I don't know, the beginning of the week. Guess what? They're still in a bucket in my kitchen. I've not had a chance to clean them, separate them, take the tops off, nothing. I literally just took the tablecloth off the table from Chris's 50th birthday party last weekend. So it's crazy. Today is a cook and clean day. I am just going to knock the house out. I'm not doing any zone cleaning. I'm just going room to room to room and doing what needs to be done, along with cooking up a couple of meals and preparing for next weekend, which is Memorial Day weekend, which we're supposed to go to camp. I don't know if I'm going to camp, but I know the guys are going to go to camp. Chris and his brother are going to go to camp, and I always take lots of dishes to share with everyone there every big trip we have at camp, so I have that stuff to prep for. So I will flip the camera around and show you what I picked up from the grocery store today. I don't have prices. I spent $105 and change to like $106, but I got stuff for making meals to take out of town. I got stuff for the house, and I got stuff in preparation of Memorial Day weekend, because sometime next week, towards the end of the week, I'll start making like some desserts and things like that that can be taken with us whether I go or not. So I'll flip the camera and show you where I'm at, and then I'm going to start getting on the house. If I manage to get enough stuff done, I'd love to work on the pantry tonight, but I just don't know if that's going to happen. So we'll just see how the day goes, because it's already 1:30. Chris and I did running around this morning in town. We're trying to make some real decisions on covers for the coop and the garden and plans we have. We were going to put up an extended cover, and now we're talking about not doing the kind of cover. He wants to put up a more permanent structure. So we were taking measurements and laying things out on paper, and we went to lunch and just kind of sat at lunch and talked about plans that we want to make here on the homestead and changes we want to make. So it was a very nice, productive morning. Went to the farm supply store to look at some supplies and trying to make decisions on what we really want to do. I'm more cheap. I'm like, cheap, let's go the cheap route, and he is more, let's look at the future, let's look at long term, let's look at this still standing 20 years from now without having yearly upkeep and maintenance. So we're making decisions, and we may have some big projects coming up in the near future when it comes to that. But for now, I gotta clean house, do laundry, and cook. So I'm gonna show you what I have. Okay guys, I still have the leaves in the table, so it's big. Right now, I have it kind of separated into sections. This is stuff that I'm going to be taking out of town. I'm going to make a bunch of Salisbury steaks. So I have onions, mushrooms. I have 2 more containers of mushrooms in the refrigerator I needed to use anyway. So I'll make a small pan of Salisbury steaks for us, and then I'll make the rest to take out of town. So I'm going to use the ground beef, the onions, the mushrooms, and the breadcrumbs for that. And then I'll be making a pistachio cake to take, so that will use that. And then I'm also going to be making some pecan pies. So I needed more carrot syrup, I needed more pie crust. I'm not taking the time to make pie crust, it just takes too long. So I can get this stuff knocked out in, I don't know, hour and a half, 2 hours tops. So that is that. All this stuff here in the middle is stuff that's going to be going to camp. So the guys, last time I sent these grilled chicken breasts that were already seasoned and marinated, and they absolutely loved them. And Chris and his brother both love stovetop stuffing. That's something I can make super simple in the camper, along with some English peas as a side dish. That's going to be a super simple dinner one night. His brother is going to bring the meat for dinner another night, and then I'm just going to make all the sides to go along with it. But I don't buy all of my stuff for a trip at one time. I break it up so it doesn't break the bank buying everything at once. So I have these little odor control pods. Those are actually for our composting toilet at camp. The camper gets very hot, so something like that is always useful. They upgraded my shampoo. I had what I ordered size-wise was like this size, which would fit perfect in our little shower at camp, and these are really big. So I have a feeling I'm going to have to take these and put these into some smaller containers, and for it to be able to fit in the shower, because our shower is tiny in our camper, and the little holder where my shampoo and conditioner goes is small. So and they upgraded this. This was like $4 and change for the set together, and they upgraded to these 2 large ones. So I have those, and then I got some shampoo for Chris for camp, because the shampoo I had there just was not working for him. Again, I'm going to be making a pistachio cake for camp. It's simple, it's easy, it's great for breakfast or for dessert. And then I have a butter cake mix to make a peach cobbler. I'm also making pecan pie for camp. I probably won't use all up of the first thing of Caro syrup, but I had an extra one just in case, and of course pie crust for that. I had seen a episode of like Trisha Yearwood and Kelly Clarkson, and they made these peanut butter, chocolate, no-bake squares. I don't know. I just know the guys at camp will go nuts over them when I saw the ingredients. So I'm going to be making those for everyone at camp, and I picked up some chocolate chips. The granola bars are for me. I'm just not much for eating before 10 or 11 in the morning. So if they want to eat early, I'll just skip eating and then take something like this on the trail with me, and I'll just snack on something. So those are for camp. I'll probably end up getting more biscuits. For some reason, I thought there were 32. I don't know why, but there's only 20. So I know I'm probably going to need more biscuits than that. For camp, I make a huge container of sausage gravy and biscuits for the whole camp. And there are, I don't know, 15 people that are regularly at camp, and then there's more. And then that come to visit, and then I have sausage, which I have a couple of things of sausage in the freezer, but I'll probably order a few more for sausage gravy. And then over here, this is just household refill. These are on plan for Weight Watchers. I've been so bad the last couple of weeks. Totally fallen off plan, but Monday I am climbing back on. So I've still pretty much maintained. I gained less than a pound, but I'm over it. All of the very, very unhealthy stuff is out of the house, and I'll get back on plan again. So these are on plan for me. Like I said, I'm not big on breakfast. I usually have that for lunch. Chris wanted some honey bunches of oats, and Jaden loves Cheerios. They also had these on rollback, these
classic hot dogs are all beef with no preservatives, no fillers. Jaden asked for some more cream cheese, and then these are actually for me, and these are expensive. These are like $6 a box, and I'm going to hide them away. Honestly, nobody else would want to eat them. They wouldn't really like the flavor of them, so that's okay. And they are the RX bars, and these are the chocolate and sea salt. And then I saw these epic performance bars that are lemon, and I love lemon, so I'm gonna try those. But those were kind of pricey. Those are usually a meal replacement for me, so I don't just eat them as snacks, I eat them as meals. So that is it for the groceries today, and I'm gonna get started, guys. So this is where we're at. I started stripping beds. This is all stuff Chris got for his birthday, except for a couple of things. Like this is some stuff I ordered for a friend to take to her boys. But I have piles of laundry everywhere. I have laundry in the closet. And then that is just pillows and more baskets of laundry piled up over there that I need to fold. So yeah, bedroom is a mess. Jaden's bathroom, his responsibility. I'm not touching it. Same with Jaden's room. Living room, I'm going to sweep. I'm going to dust. I'm going to damp mop. And I'm going to vacuum the couches down and straighten up the pillows. Out front, all of the plants. I still have tissue paper and all kinds of stuff everywhere from people opening gifts. I need to water everything out here. It has been in the 90s every day. It is so hot and everything is really low. The only thing I did last night was refill up all of my sweet potato plants because they're starting to grow roots and slips, and I came out here and did that. My poor fig tree, I need to get planted. It is looking very wilty, so I need to get a bucket under it and make sure it stays, its roots stay wet until I get a chance to get that planted, and I don't foresee that happening this weekend, probably next week. I'm also house sitting for my parents, puppy sitting, so we have an extra dog here today. My son brought me these from work. It's a whole big thing of freezer bags. You put these in the freezer and supposedly they stay cold for like 3 days. The shop where he works, when they order candy, that's how they ship it, with those freezer bags in it. And Jade said it keeps the boxes cold for like 3 days until they can get everything put up. So I need to break the table down. There's still the cake box from last weekend under there. You couldn't see it with the tablecloth on. It got tossed under there. My whole kitchen needs a wipe down, sweep, dust. My islands need to be cleaned. I've got to do something with the carrots. I still have all of the big drink dispensers and specialty bowls and platters and stuff they're clean. They're stacked over here. They just need to be put away. This is stuff I'm going to be cooking with today, and excuse my nails. I know they look awful. I had to cancel an appointment Thursday. I'm trying to even remember my days are all just bleeding together. Had to cancel an appointment Thursday since my parents got the phone call. They needed to go out of town. They had ordered a new service van for a wheelchair with my dad. Like I said, he has Parkinson's and it's gotten really bad lately. And they were able to have their van ready for them early. So I drove to Daytona to pick up the van after work on Thursday and just canceled. I didn't go bowling. I didn't go get my nails done. I didn't do anything to get them down there, the van, so that I could unpack them, repack them, and get them on the road on Thursday night. I think I got home like at midnight. So hectic. Mudroom, not too much is going to happen out here. I'm going to sweep. I'm going to just straighten up and call it good in the mudroom. I'm just not that worried. Dirty laundry. I sprayed the shower this morning. I need to scrub it. And the bathroom's not too bad. It's going to essentially get a swish and swipe, refill up toilet paper, sweep, mop. Pantry. Oh, don't even know if I want to show this. Yeah. Somehow this happens. It has a door, so things just get shoved in here and the door gets pulled shut, which might happen for another week or two. I keep saying I'm going to get my pantry renovation done, but so don't know when that's going to happen because I really need an entire weekend. And then the back porch. I need to break down tables. I need to take these chairs all back inside, rearrange the furniture and get it back where it's going to be. Go through all of my gardening stuff that's over here, break down the other extra table, and just kind of do general cleanup. Have laundry over here. I need to wash with counting bedding, I need to do about 8 loads today, I guess, something like that. Take out the trash, sweep, straighten up boots and shoes. So that is the cleaning portion. Oh, in my kitchen. I need to empty the dishwasher, wipe the islands down, wipe the counters down, clean out the fridge from any party food or anything old. I'm ashamed to say that I'm as guilty as the kids and everybody else from just grabbing paper goods this week. I think I've run the dishwasher like twice this week, just because we ate lots of leftovers from the party, and it was very convenient just to use a plastic silverware, paper plate, and call it good. And then I didn't do laundry or didn't do dishes. Sorry, I know I'm tripping over my words today. Mom sent stuff out of their fridge that was going to go bad before they could make it back into town. So I have some extra produce I need to do something with. And things just need to get wiped down. It is now almost 2:00. And I need to hustle because I would like to have the house done by 6 so that I can start cooking dinner for us and start making my freezer meals. I really want to go to church in the morning. I feel like I really need to go to Mass tomorrow before I leave, and just get this knocked out. All right, I'm gonna get going. Okay, guys, it is 3:17. I got a little distracted and ended up taking the AC stuff apart to get it clean. It just really needed it. The whole bedroom is dusted, vacuumed, bed made. I've folded 3 loads of laundry. I have 1 in the washer, 1 in the dryer, and we're just moving along. But I thought I would just show you what I got for Mother's Day. Jaden's gift is not pictured here. He got me a new battery for my phone, which I really, really need. And then Trevelyn, she got me this pillow right here. And then she got me this, which I love, fork, spoon, and knife, because when we do parties all the time, I am setting out just regular glasses or mason jars with the silverware in it, and I just love this. It's going to look so cute in my kitchen. She got me this metal tractor right here, which I will probably put on the front porch in one of my plants. This feed and seed sign, this welcome to our coop, and eat good, feel good bag. So I love little bags like this to go to the grocery store and stuff, and she knows it. So she did super great. Jaden did great. He got me something practical. She got me something decorative, and then my mom kind of an in-between. She got me this big glass jar with a stopper. She was thinking maybe she saw like the print on it on the side. She thought this might be a good honey jar. I'm not sure. I'm not sure what I'm going to put in it, but it's definitely going to go in my kitchen. And then she also got me this Wit and Wisdom from the garden book. I love like trivia and books like that. Like these are a bunch of my homesteading books, and these Foxfire books are great for that. Old time country, wisdom and lore, Florida gardening, just all kinds of stuff that is great information books or trivia books. I just really like that kind of stuff. So she knows that, and great choices all the way around. So this is it. I'm going to go ahead and just probably put this back in the bag for now and put it on my desk so I can keep moving, because I'm not sure where I'm going to put any of this stuff yet, and I want to take my time to do that. Guys, it is 4:00. My bathroom is done, shower scrubbed, floors, toilet, counters, everything is done. It's not a deep clean like when I do zone cleaning. I think next week is that. I'm not sure. Today is just get the house clean day. I did grab a magic eraser and hit the doors in the worst spot. The dogs are awful. They use their heads and noses to open all the doors to get through the house. So I'm forever cleaning up little smudgy marks off of everything, but all of the towels are washed and folded, and I have another load of laundry down. All the linens from our bed are washed, cleaned, and folded. So now I'm going to move on to the living room. Okay, so I'm in the living room, and the first thing I'm gonna do, I have my Windex and paper towels. I'm gonna hit all the glass and the coffee tables. I'm actually gonna do the glass mirrors in the hall also, and our bedroom. I have not done those huge glass mirrors in our bedroom in a while, so while I'm doing this, I'm just gonna knock that out and then vacuum the furniture off. I just use a little dust buster for do that. Get anything that doesn't belong in here, like my flip-flops, some mail, pens, a glass of Chris's. I just washed all of those and put those up, just general straighten up, and then I will do a sweep, because the last thing I do is a mop of the house. So I'm gonna go ahead and crank up my Mumford & Sons again, because heaven forbid I have any music playing and get demonetized. So I'm gonna crank them up and go hit the glass, the couches, and the floors. Okay, still on my Mumford & Sons kick, but the living room is done except for being mopped. Furniture is wiped down, it's been swept. I know what I need to do for zone cleaning, like my blinds seriously need a really good dusting. I just quickly wiped them down. I did take a magic eraser and hit trim and doors since I already had one out. Not the best job, it still needs more work, but it's good enough. Just everything's dusted, wiped down, cleaned, and now I'm gonna move on to the front porch. Okay, out here, like I said, I really need to sweep really well. Before the party, I had done pretty good. I'd gotten the windows cleaned and the glass cleaned and gave it a good sweep, but you can see just how dingy from bugs and frogs and stuff climbing up it looks. So this is gonna need a touch up soon, but today is not the day. So I'm gonna sweep this really well, and I'll sweep the steps. I'm not gonna worry about the sidewalk or any of that. I'll just sweep off the steps and a little bit of the walkway just right here, and just sweep around all the plants and then give everything a really good dose of water. Okay guys, everything has been swept and watered. Next zone, I'm gonna take a magic eraser next time that the porch is my zone 1 and really try and give that a good scrub and see how clean I can get it. If not, we'll have to touch up the paint. And I'm gonna get Chris to take that lamp down for me. If you can see right up there, frogs and bugs. And so it just gets really dirty. And when this rolls around to the next zone again, will be the beginning of the month, and I will go ahead and decorate it patriotic. I go ahead and start that in June, and that'll stay June, July, sometimes August. So it just depends, because I really like the patriotic look out here. But all of the plants have had a nice drink, and they have little containers underneath them. It takes, I counted today, 22 gallons to water everything out here. There's only a couple that do not have containers under them because I just can't find ones to fit right now. So everything is good and taken care of. I swept off the chairs and the couches, and now I'm gonna head to the back porch. Okay guys, it is 6 o'clock and not quite where I wanted to be, but I am getting started on the back porch now, opening this for Muggs so he can get out. And I have both washers going, the dryer going, and I'm not going to spend too long out here. Part of what's taken me longer is I have been actually folding and hanging and putting away every single load of laundry as I take it out of the dryer. That is like unheard of for me, but I'm sure Chris will be happier, because normally when he wants to go to bed on the weekend, I have, like 10 loads of laundry that I'm folding on the bed at night. So I'm really trying to fold as I go and actually put it away, not just fold it, leave it in stacks on the bed. I'm folding and hanging and putting everything away. So I just heard the washer ding. So as soon as the top dryer is done, I can throw that load in. I'm gonna turn this big fan on. It's still up here on the porch, which will cool things off. And I'm just gonna break the tables down, wipe stuff down, just kind of straighten up. I'm not gonna spend a whole heck of a lot of time. We're not doing a party. We're not doing this anytime soon out here. I just want it where we can walk around and if someone comes up on the porch, it looks decent. So I'm gonna get started now. Okay guys, it is not exactly how it's going to be in the long run, but I'm leaving Chris's big fan up here for now. Once that is moved, then the table it's sitting on will get put somewhere else, and chairs will get all shifted around again, but for now, it's good enough. I've been working on this a lot longer than I should have because I decided to break down the other table, and when I did, I forgot I had all my potting stuff under there, including bags and buckets of soil, and knocked everything over. So that took a good 20 minutes of cleanup, but it's done now. Everything is wiped off. The cushions are all neat and clean. Table's wiped off. I just put this here for now. My grandfather made this for me. He likes to do little woodworking things, so I just put that in the center of the table for now. I have one load of laundry left in the washer to go into the dryer, and then that's it. I will have caught up about 10 loads of laundry today, I think, something like that. So I'm gonna go fold the one I just pulled out of the dryer and probably make dinner and then work on the kitchen. Well, I thought I had just put the last load of laundry into the dryer, but I remembered Chris told me he had forgotten to bring in all of his camp clothes and bedding from 2 weekends ago. So I gotta wash all this. Man, I thought it was almost to the end. All right, I'm gonna get this stuff started. Okay guys, it is almost 7:30 and I still haven't touched my kitchen yet, but everybody's hungry. So this is some ground beef I needed to use up. Today was the last day it was supposed to be used. Some my parents had that when they had to leave to go out of town to go for our family member. Their surgery was originally planned on Friday, and then they booted it till Monday. So a lot of family is already out of town, and my parents just said, here, take this hamburger, so we can't take it with us, it'll go bad. So I'm cooking up some of this. I think I'm just gonna make some taco salad. I pulled some of my homemade taco seasoning out. That's something I can do really, really fast. And everybody likes taco salad. And then I can clean my kitchen and then get started on the meals that I plan on taking with me out of town. But I am starting to drag. I'm like so tired right now. So I'm gonna go ahead and try and knock this out, and while this is cooking, kind of like break down the table, empty the dishwasher, get the chairs back in place, clean out the fridge. I don't have too many dirty dishes. I have a few clean things I need to put up, but I really need to clean out the fridge. I need to do something with these carrots, and then just general kitchen pickup. I'm gonna see if Jaden can just do the mudroom for me. I'm not touching the pantry, and as soon as I get all the cooking done tonight, I'm probably gonna call it a night because my back is really starting to hurt and I'm getting really tired. So I'm gonna go ahead and get this dinner knocked out so that I can get everything else done. Okay, dinner is served. Hey guys, it is a little after 11 and I have 24 banana nut muffins made. My pecan pie is getting ready to come out of the oven, and I have a pistachio cake in the oven. Right now I'm working on this is Salisbury steak and this is meatloaf. I decided, since I pretty much had many of the same ingredients out, I needed a meatloaf to take to camp for next weekend. The guys wanted meatloaf sandwiches. There was not enough left from Chris's birthday to put in the freezer. So while I'm making Salisbury steaks, I am going to go ahead and make a meatloaf also, and then just put it in the freezer. So there is 4 pounds of ground beef in this bowl and 2 pounds in this bowl. And then I have a bunch of onions and mushrooms to cut up and make with the Salisbury steak. Okay guys, it is 10 till 12. I have rice cooking on the stove. I'm just using the same pan that I just cooked everything else in, so I didn't dirty yet one more thing. I have my sink emptied, my dishwasher running. I'm not gonna mop tonight, I'm just too tired. I will sweep again in the morning and I will mop everything. I have my pecan pie out along with my muffins. I'm gonna move those because we are dog sitting and Ava will eat stuff off counters. So I'm gonna have to move them. My pistachio cake is almost done. The meatloaf is actually almost done. And I have the 2 pans of Salisbury steak, one for us and one to take out of town in the oven. I haven't closed my chickens up yet, so I'm getting ready to do that. But other than that, most of the house is done. I have 1 load of laundry left to fold. Jaden took it out of the dryer for me and set it in there on the bed. So I'm going to I'm going to move the muffins and the cake up high where Ava can't get it, go take care of the chickens, fold a load of laundry, and by then the meat should be done so I can take it out, let it cool, get a shower, then put it in the fridge, and I should be in bed by about 1. There is a full moon tonight, and I was just thinking about how hot it's going to be tomorrow. Today was like 94, 95. Tomorrow's supposed to be 100. So I think I'm going to go ahead and water my garden some. I don't think I'm going to have a chance tomorrow before I leave. So I'm just going to go ahead and water now since I'm out here. Go on, guys. And I need to refill up chicken water and everything else. So now is as good a time as any. Okay, 12:59. Everything is covered. All of my dishes are washed and my sink is empty. The dishwasher is still running and all the other food is covered and put away. I still haven't touched the carrots. I still haven't mopped, but I can do that in the morning. I am going to go hop in the shower and go to bed.